So students, you have your own bank account now. And that's a good thing because bank accounts help us receive money and they help us send out money. Because whenever you buy something, you're going to need to send money to somebody. So that whole world of sending out money is what we refer to as payments. And the payment ecosystem is diverse and interesting. So there's a whole slew of vocab, different terms that all mean the same thing. You're paying money to somebody. You're sending money to somebody. So let's investigate both the terms and an online payment sheet from my bank statement so that you can see what it kind of looks like. So here we have payments, and they can take the form of an e-bill pay or an electronic bill pay. So you can tell your bank, hey, here are the details of the person that I'm paying, their address, their name, and how much money I owe them. Please send them a check by mail on this date. That's all you have to send. You just type it in, click send, and then the bank on your behalf will mail a physical check to somebody. So that's what's known as e-bill pay. Next, we have outgoing transfers. So you can type in somebody's bank information and send them money. That's known as an outgoing transfer. There are now app-based payments on your phone. So you can get your phone. You can say, ooh, I owe my friend $23. We had an amazing dinner. Thank you. And then send it by downloading an app. And there's several different apps out there that can facilitate payments. You connect your bank account information to the app, and then you can send it via someone's email address or phone number. You can do that on a phone as well. So sometimes when you're text messaging somebody, you'll have something that says pay next to it. And you can actually pay somebody through a text message because it connects to your bank account and their bank account. Super cool. It facilitates payments. The snap of your finger, or actually typing with your fingers. Next thing is auto pay. This is similar to an e-bill pay. An auto pay is when you set up a recurring payment that happens over a specific period of time. So for example, if you owe the bank $523 a month for your mortgage, you can set up a recurring auto payment. That way you click it one time, and every month, like clockwork, it just sends the bank another $523, and you don't have to do anything. That's called auto pay, like automatic payment. Finally, the dinosaur of the group, paper checks. We'll write an example of a paper check because maybe once or twice a year I need to break out, blow the dust off it and get my checkbook out. But it's not used quite as much because these are all so much simpler and faster to use. A paper check requires you to find your checkbook, write it down in pen, and then actually hand it to the person or mail them that paper check. So these are definitely going out of style. These are in the forefront of the discussion, but we'll write an example of a paper check in just a minute. So here I have the several transactions of payments on my bank statement. And so you can see this is from the 1st of March. I have an ACH outgoing transfer of $212. So ACH, what is that? ACH stands for Automated Clearing House. Right, so ACH is just a system in the background that helps facilitate electronic payments of money. So it's a very secure clearinghouse that whenever you click send money, it makes sure that it ends up in the right place. So you don't see all of that digital infrastructure when you click send, but the automated clearinghouse makes sure that it gets there, and it gets there safely and to the person that you wanted it to get there to. So I had an outgoing transfer of $212. I had an outgoing phone transfer of $42.15. So I connected my bank account to my phone and I text messaged somebody and then sent them $42.15 via a text message. Now, what's really interesting here is that you'll notice that there's a 2-day gap here. It's because this was on a Friday. Typically, like most people, banks like to take the weekend off, kick up your heels, relax a little bit. So if you make a payment on a Saturday or Sunday, it typically won't post until the Monday after it. So I made a payment on a Sunday, but it didn't post until Monday the 4th. So the 2nd and 3rd were Saturday, Sunday, and then the 4th was Monday. So that was an app-based payment. So I opened up an app on my phone and then sent someone some money, $31.71 via the app, because all they needed to give me was their email address. And then their phone knew to connect it to their bank account, and then it goes right to their bank account. It's like amazing, money flying digitally. On the 6th of March, there was an auto pay for my car loan. All right, so I don't have to think about this. This just automatically gets done. I didn't click any buttons for this $232. It just automatically sends it every month so that the bank doesn't try and come and take my car because I didn't pay the payments. An electronic bill pay for my utilities, like my water and my electricity, of $73.32. And then finally, paper check. Sent it to Mom. I owed Mom some money, and Mom likes the old ways. She likes paper checks. She likes feeling the paper in her hands. So this was my 5th check. So typically when you see this on your bank statement, it'll tell you which check it was. And in your booklet, there'll be maybe 20 checks, 50 checks, or 100 checks. Because I don't use mine that often, that was the 5th check I'd written out of that booklet for $52.21. So how do you write a check? What does it look like? In the event you ever need to use one, banks will usually offer them to you. Rectangular in shape. They'll have the date. It will say, pay to the order of, right? And so this is the person that you're going to pay. You write the amount here. And then, you're not going to believe this, but you actually have to write in words how much money you're paying. Just in case they can't read your writing up here, they actually want you to write it in words. And then there's a little space down here for a memo, if you want to write yourself a note. And then, very importantly, this will not be accepted without your signature. Okay, so for my mother, all right, so we're going to write, this was 3/18. Okay, month, day, year, pay, Mama. So my mom's name is Diane, and her last name is just like mine, Diane Rogers. All right, so I'm going to pay Diane Rogers. This was the $52.21, so I write $52.21. And then I actually have to write $52, right? And I don't want to write 21 here because I don't want them to think that it's another $21. So you actually need to write 21 out of 100, right? It's 21 cents. You draw a line all the way over to the end of the check so that nobody can nefariously write extra money and be like, and another $1 million. So you always draw a line to make sure that no one can write additional monetary amounts at the end of it. Memo to Ma. Signature, me. That's not my real signature, but I don't know. I just don't really feel like writing my signature because y'all are so smart. You would probably be like, all right, now I know his signature. What could I do with Mr. Rogers' signature? And then you'd go buy a house in the Bahamas, and then I'd just be sitting at my house in Austin, and I'd be like, what? Why do I owe $10,000 on a mortgage for a house in the Bahamas? It must have been one of those Acellus kids. Oh. So this is not actually my signature. So, you can use that if you want, but it's not actually mine. So we think about all of these payments. They only happen on weekdays. If you do it on a weekend, it'll just post the next weekday. All these payments, Luckily, what the bank is going to do is add it all up for you. But in case you only want to know pieces of this, like I only want to know my payments from the 1st of March to the 10th of March, you can just add them up together. All right, so we have 212, 42.15, 31.71, 232, 73.32, and 52.21. All right, we can add all this up. 6, 8, 9, 8, 11, 13, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 2, 6, 9, 12, 19, and 5 is 24, 2, 4, 6. So in those first 10 days of March, that was $643.39. I think I need to go investigate my budget again because I just spent $643 in 10 days. It's a little bit too much. But at least we know how payments work now. Have a great day. See you later.